And today we're going to find out if it will rally.
Here today we're going to do will it rally? I mean, maybe not. Today we're going to talk a little bit about road conditions and a little bit of what happens when things change. So our goal was to film a will it rally today, and we tried the course a few times and kind of found the worst case scenarios.
That is a frozen road, and those are not frozen road tires.
Tim, maybe take us through what you're seeing on the course, what happened on your test run, and then we'll go through a little bit more details from there.
Well, yeah, when I discovered here driving on the course that it's extremely inconsistent. The problem is that where the sun hits the road in certain spots, it's extremely slippery. Where the sun hasn't hit the road, it's very grippy. The grip changes so much that it's not like a differential grip of a few points. It's massive. It's from 100% to 20% grip.
Because we're on frozen dirt, right? That's the core problem that we're experiencing today, is we're frozen dirt. So it's kind of the worst of all cases.
Yeah, and I've seen on some places where the hill is facing east and west, and the hills will be very slippery, but anytime you go around a corner, the sun hasn't hit there, it's still unmelted, and it's still snow on some places. So you go from snow to ice to dirt that's frozen, and then when the sun hits it, now it's mud with the ice underneath. It's just the absolute worst case scenario for trying to go hot. Right, you can see the frost right here. It's very wet. You know that's glare ice, right? That's for sure. But when you get over here, it's not so obvious. Until you see.
Oh yeah, I see.
You can see all the little stars. So the road is the first maybe inch is frozen because it's early in the season. This happens, spring and fall, when cold nights freeze the road, warm days warm it up. It never really ever dries out because it's only thawed out for maybe 2 or 3 hours a day, and then it starts freezing again because the sun may only hit it from 11 till 2 or something like that.
Got it.
So
yeah, no, that's interesting.
This is the absolute worst time to try to go fast on a road. It's so inconsistent. So if I can say a rally that's always been a problem is something like the Tall Pines Rally, which was just last weekend, I think, in in Ontario. Same thing. They have a little bit more snow, and it was probably more frozen than this. But this is like the worst time. And when we go to a rally like Tall Pines, we bring every kind of tire we've got. We've got snow, deep snow. We've got ice. We got gravel. We got cold, really soft gravel tires. And then there's, when it gets muddy, you got to have a mud tire. So you got mud, gravel, snow, ice, and probably a couple different compounds. So ideally, the one that would win the rally would be the one that makes the right tire choice. And I've even seen and heard of things like the Monte Carlo rally. Well, they'll put one snow tire and one pavement tire on, the one
Different side. Yeah.
They're trying to find that compromise, and it's just, it's almost luck in a way when you try to make your best guess based on the weather patterns and the past history and everything. But even with an all-wheel drive car, you think, okay, we got more traction. It's better, and it's better under accelerating and braking. But when you're traveling, 50 miles an hour, and you have a 3,400-pound vehicle, and you need to stop and slow down for a corner, that's where your problem is going to be. You won't be able to because the vehicle is just simply too heavy, going too fast with no grip.
So let's talk about driving maneuvers that you would use on this. So you're just going to straight line brake and slow down before the corners more, right? Give yourself some insurance.
Right. So you know that when you're doing rally maneuvers, if this deep gravel or a lot of times when there's a good grip, when the grip is grippier underneath, you throw it sideways, and sliding the car kind of pushes off the loose stuff and gets down to with the grip. But here it's different because it's frozen. It might be frozen underneath. So if you come in too fast and throw it sideways, you're just you're not gonna slow down. It's
You're
gonna
gonna slide off the road. Our goal with the Will It Rally series is to really test the limits of the car. So either really good gravel tires on good gravel or really good snow tires on snow. This doesn't do a good job for us to test the limits of the car because the limitation is the course today.
Yes, and the other problem that I have is I get real happy and I start giggling when I'm going really fast and I want to go faster, and then I see the ice on the bottom of the hill and I'm thinking, I don't really want to slow down.
We don't want you being a wuss.
No. So, so the problem is my judging the conditions. I might know it's a bad idea, but I still, with the velocity I have, I just don't want to give it up. I've had a lot of people crash in these conditions and say, you know, what did I do wrong? How should I have set the car up or tires? And I say, you just shouldn't have been going that hot. You got to drive very conservatively. You got to act like every corner could be the next glare ice corner or muddy. You just can't tell by the color, the shine. It's just too hard to.
It's too inconsistent to depend on.
Right. If there was a rally, we would do what we'd have to do.
Yeah. Right.
But I tend to not go to those rallies because of this.
All right. Thanks, guys.